Сейчас, короче. Сука, не успел немножко, блядь. Вот началась пистолетка. Блядь. Где у меня захват-то, ёпта. Короче, ребята, извините, пистолетку придется пропустить, блядь. Блять, и Нави берут пистолетку, охуенно, охуенно, это очень неплохо даже. Так. Что у нас? Камеру надо переместить. Да, здравствуйте, здравствуйте, здравствуйте. Так, be welcome, be welcome. Ага. Так, всех выставил. И... Так, что-то нам пишут уже, дорогие друзья. Привет, здравствуйте. Сегодня премьера сериала, в котором я снималась. А ты чего не играешь? Здорово, здорово. Сегодня я смотрю, как играют Нави. Пистолетку я уже проебал, потому что ходил накладывать себе пожрать. Вот. Скорее всего, не пойду. Я сейчас блинов просто себе... Так, казах Хипа, я понял, братан. Сегодня играют Нави, и сегодня мы смотрим, как играет Шао. У них, короче, дебютный коллектив. Сейчас, ну, первый подписанный официальный контракт Нави, поэтому это будет очень интересная игра. Так, Зупан уже отлетел, использовав одну флешку. Неплохо, неплохо. Что же предпримет Кирилл Карасев в этой ситуации? Очень интересно, кстати говоря. Так, давайте. Поглядим, как говорится, блядь. Охо! Так. Вектор атаки нацелен на точку А. Команда защиты рассредоточилась в составе 2 человек, имея на руках всего лишь 2 скрытых шага, 1 смоук, собаку, стяжку и разведку на фейде. Ушала. Команда атаки все, конечно, очень даже замечательно. Так, он делает рывок в сайт. Проходит, но там никого нет. Кирилл пытается нашить в смог, но никого не получается найти. НЗР ставит спайк под генератор. Так, 2 игроков атаки заняли под Хевеном. Да-да-да, братанчик, конечно, буду. Так, Шуи. Шуи что же делает? Так, ребятки. Так, и мне нужно не... Мне нужно название, наверное, поменять на стриме. Ох, как... Конечно, разыгрался ангел там. Но... Ладно, повтор смотреть не будем. Сейчас, наверное, реплей сдадут, как всегда. Так, это, наверное, скрою. Сейчас, ребятки, я меняю название трансляции, и тогда продолжим. А то хуета какая-то, блядь. Ну, конечно, нормально там, блядь, лупилово. Вот это первая карта вообще. Я думаю, будет быстро в 3, нахуй. Так что, вообще париться не варик, нахуй, тут. Так. Stream settings, ага. Вот, update titles. Обновить все, нахуй. Все, сейчас названия должны обновиться. Ребят, если названия обновились на стриме, пожалуйста, сообщите мне об этом. Вот. Так, и мы продолжаем. У нас подвисло. О, май, Зупан отлетел. Так, Спайк выбит. Под точкой B. Команда защиты держит. Синет контролит поджим. Ангел, Шао и Суигетсу в составе 3 игроков наблюдают за тем, как Спайк пролеживает свои бока. Что-то ходят, машут на 12 секунде. Они решили, естественно, с Себастьяна сделать. Понятно, блядь. Неплохо, надо запомнить, запомнить. Обновились! Ура, блядь, товарищи! Так, включу-ка я свет, чтобы мне было пыще видно, блядь. Назад. Так, реплей. Так, реплей мы проебали, как всегда. Кто-то принесли блинов. Сейчас мы, блядь, чисто, блядь. Кстати, с прошедшими всех праздниками, 23 февраля, с Масленицей. Смотрите, какие у меня блинчики получились, нахуй. Охуетительные, блядь, ребятки. Это топ, нахуй. Первый раз в жизни делал. Так. Атака занимает дерево. Проходит на Хевен. Хевен под контролем атаки. Кирилл отлетает от Калилы. Мать его идти, блядь. Так. Инет пытается перестрелять. Ой, блядь, так Калила. Что творить, блядь? Так, Синет. Теперь, естественно, блядь, парням очень будет сложно выбивать, блядь, ситуация. 3 в 4, блядь. Так, ну, сил есть. Пытается что-то нащупать, но нащупывают его по ебальнику, нахуй. Так, так, ребятки. Тут невиданная, блядь, борьба с турелью, это пиздец. Что творится, нахуй? Бать. Охуеть, я ебал. Отвал ёбаный башки. Бать, как вот? Покажите мне реплей, нахуй. Мама! Да какой нахуй? Мне нет, реплей нужен. Как они, блядь, зашли так нахуй на дерево? Так. Счет 3-2, блядь. Наши в городе, блядь. Хорошо, блядь. Бросает нож. Даже прилетел нож. Ага, нож на маркет. Так, вектор атаки с группы сторону маркета. Это отлетает. Шао будет принимать. Шао принимает. Размен. Еще. Шао, давай! Давай, блядь! Давай! Так, Мазину заходит в спину. Шао. Сейчас, походу, будет Чильчик. Шао остался один. Троих, блядь. Ситуация. Что, Шао не доглядел угол. Хотя часто просматривал. Как быстро они зашли. Как быстро, блядь. О, ребятки, учитесь нахуй. Там, что там чат разрывает нахуй? Осуждаю, блядь. Не, ну неплохо, блядь, они... Блядь, Танц вообще, ебать, нормально так. Так, наших парней эко. Этом, блядь, раскид только у дуэлянта. Так же. Заточил спасти карте в начале. Вот. Ага, это перетяжка на точке, блядь. Я понял, что сейчас будет. Сейчас будет хуёво, ребятки. Сейчас будет... Сейчас будет невероятно хуёво. Так, пойдёте. Пошел раскид. Я не могу отойти нахуй. Продронивает. Парни отдали немного. Но у нас есть засада из 2 человек. Ага, Синет хорошо справляется, поставив баночку. Шао помогает ему на прикрытии. Так. Калил разменивает по Шао. Ой, и Мазина ставит заключительную точку в этом раунде. Ебать. Ну, похуй. Радостный трик. Backs away from that angle. Knife broken, but well, commits a dash anyway. And how quick Leviathan are to take that space away from him, but I think CNED will have another bite at the apple here. He's such an aggressive player and one of the most skilled oppers in the world. Shallow angle. Пошел. И вам советую сделать блин. Так. To get up on this angle again and feed information to the rest of the team. But setting this one up for a bit of an A split. Давай там орут. Я так, блядь. Разведка, блядь, от Шао. О, Шао закупил Один. Что за имбовые тактики пошли, блядь? Я думал, я такое могу увидеть только нахуй на бронзе или сильверах. Ну что, блядь, творят нахуй? Походу сейчас кто-то кринжанет нахуй. Так, раскид, ребятки, запоминайте, блядь, для вас стараюсь, нахуй. Тупаный ангел отлетает в неравном бою. Калила и Кингом, блядь. Но не все так плохо. Против Шута, Калила, Кинга и НЗРа остались Синет, Шао и Суйгетсу. Синет с авиком, ну это нормально для него, как бы. Он дуэлянт. Суйгетсу, что ставит, блядь? Ну так же получает в ответочку сразу же, блядь. Так, Шао разменивает Синеда по НЗРу. Так, Калила не справляется и... Добираю. Бля, пиздец. Я уже, блядь, подкоменчиваю, блядь, нашим-то Калила не справляется. Пиздец, я так болел, нахуй. Я пиздец как топлю, нахуй, за Нави. Пиздец, это первый состав, ребята, это первый состав. Пиздец, это так волнительно, нахуй. Бля, Кирюха что-то вообще, блядь, сложил пальцы указательные, вот, запоминайте. Надо обязательно складывать указательные пальцы. Если вы капитаните в команде, складывайте указательные. Они не впервые на турике. Они, каждый участвовал и каждый выигрывал из них. В разных коллективах. А это первый раз они на турнире подписаны именно Нави. Погуглить можешь, братан. Я много, блядь, рассказывать не буду, нахуй, чтобы интригу не полить, ебать. Так, поняли? Вот пальцы, как Кирилл Карасев складываем. Жопу не чешем, просто так вот делаем, вот так вот. Так, видели, как он сделал его? Так, камеру. Камера, мотор, поехали. Нави, первый раз, первый состав, дебют у них. Давайте поздравим все Нави с дебютом. Вот. Так, нож от Кинга и... Ангел успел поставить только One Way Smoke, тем самым отпугнув атаку на другую точку. Шау дал рановато он просвет кидал. Ох, рановато, блядь, ребятки. Ой, как они кучно-то. Сейчас бы гранаточку туда, ебать. Ой. Так, продронил опять. Пошли смоки, 2 смока легли. Так. Суигетсу отпугнули с позиции. По всем есть инфа, способности отключены ножом. Кинг уже залетел. Такалила. Ставит смог под себя. Что-то, блядь, делает, нахуй. Сейчас. Вся надежда. О, блядь, так. Вся надежда на Зупана, конечно. Ну, блядь. Да. Эх, блядь. Спасибо за поздравление для Нави, блин. Если бы они слышали, мне кажется, они бы тащили лучше, ребятки. Да, кстати, много забрали. 2 игры они до этого забрали. Я не стримил такой контент для меня в новинку. Если что, не судите строго, не обессудьте. Это я первый раз. Поздравьте и меня с дебютом. Вот! Синет ловит! Такалил в воздухе! Ангел уходит от Кинга, но не совсем! Кинг прошивает ангела через смог! Что за борьба зверская? Это львы! Что за лев? Это тигр, блядь! Оу! Ебать! Спасибо, ребятки, спасибо! Так, вектор атаки направлен на точку А. Ну да, есть 2 опорника. Суигетсу и Шао. Шао, наверное, уже нужно приготовиться на ревильчик. Потому что сейчас будет какой-то раскид, да? Единственное, что... Нихуя они не делают что-то, блядь. Я не вижу никакой активности, кроме прострелов, блядь, в смог. Или, может быть, там уже дверь закрыли. Хотя нет, дверь еще не закрыли. Ну, в смог простреливают. А дверь могут закрыть? Нет. Дверь нельзя закрыть. Парни наши дверь разбили. Красавцы, молодцы. У Шау разбили ревил. Суигетсу погибает. Шау дает размен по Мазина. Синет контролит мейн. Зупан убивает Шу. Зупан разменивает НЗР. И Синет остается 1 в 1 с НЗРом. НЗР мансит, байтит, сука. Байтит уебок, нахуй. Ну давайте, блядь. И будет, естественно, играть от ульты, но там Health Diffuse. Ульта заканчивается, и Синет, естественно, берет этот раунд! Да, блядь! Туда его, нахуй! На Health Diffuse, нахуй! На, нахуй, блядь! Чисто сука, нахуй! Отвечай, блядь! С4, что рабочий, нахуй!
If you shoot too early when they're jiggle peeking, you've lost the round. But CNET opens and CNET closes. A great round and showing that Jet prowess. Oh my god. Just absurd. With the map pool that we got, Brent, we are going to be treated to a Jet v Jet battle on Ascent and Pearl. Who knows what's going to happen on Fracture? But I'm hyped for it. Two heavyweights, CNET and Tyler.
Так, Мазина, блядь, берет ульт. Имеет туль, кидает смог, нахуй, красавчик. Возможно, это будет фейк, может быть, нет. Такие чуткие смоки. Я, кстати, играю в этого персонажа, надо бы и мне запомнить. О, ангел просто сгорает в молике от Кинга. Да это же самый бомжатский молик, который еле дамажит, нахуй. Как от него, блядь, выйти проще, чем, блядь, гореть, нахуй. Что творит Синет? О. О, хуя себе, ебой. Ебать, их ульта заставила, конечно, я ору, блядь. Так ты ж не один меня смотришь. Ты ж не один, меня на ютубе смотрят, и что, ребят. Можно на ютубе смотреть, в принципе. Блять, как, блять, боролись там. Нет, потом, во время перерыва, короче, можем рассмотреть все моменты, кого какие волнуют. У меня на ютубе включен стрим, могу каждый раунд потом перемотать. Просто на твиче качество лучше, перемотка, правда, вот не работает. От слова совсем. Блять, блины забыл убрать в пакет, они высохли. Пойду, блять. Да, конечно, братья, заходи.
Spam into the corner, and that is a position that Shy loves to play. Shy taking the battle, fight, and he wins it! That's another first kill for Shy. He just can't lose those. 17 and 1. A desperation Angel just tanking the drone, standing wide out in the open. Dash forwards now.
Атанчик, залетай как к себе домой, ебать. Опять ангел убивает первым. Ну, блядь, это не дело. Смокер, я считаю, не должен, блядь, играть первым, нахуй. Блядь, это... Если Смокер умирает первым, команда сосет хуй. Но Шау так не считает. Шау похуй, что Смокер умер первым. Он сказал, блядь, я дам вантап, я дам вантап. Он дал вантап, нахуй. Он вышел и дал вантап. Вы все видели, какой вантап дал Шау. Да, мама, я ебу.
Everybody from Na'Vi has them, and when this plant gets tapped, or when the plant goes down, Na'Vi are going to capitalize. Oh, that's a really badly missed nade there from Zipan. It was supposed to bounce. They do get a plant down though. Pawn now, pressure, counter spam play.
Так, что? Напряженный момент. Шау горцует против Токалилы. Но у того есть дэш. Нет, дэша нет. Дэша нет, извините, ошибся. И Шау ставит заключительную точку в этом раунде. Имея 53 хп в кармане, блядь. 800 баксов, нахуй. Рублей. 800 рублей в кармашке тоже. Вот, нормально. О, Шау, как же ты ебошишь, блядь! Блядь! Это эйс, блядь! Да ну нахуй, да иди ты, блядь! Блядь, там тренер аж... Видали? Видали как... Аж, блядь, такой охуенный! Такой... Ну нихуя себе, блядь! Ну аж, блядь, видали нахуй? Брови нахуй на лысину уехали, блядь, просто...
We did see some really cool stuff on both sides.
Yeah, I think Na'Vi started off really strong with the prep, and then Leviathan comes in. So I wanted to show a round from Na'Vi that was really cool and shows the insane teamwork that this team has that led to kind of a nice start. This was that B main round where Shao throws the C's. Not only is this for info, but the decay and obviously the C's too. Finds Taco, so that's the cue for the swing. He's using a prowler.
Ой, нет, ну какой раунд, нахуй? Какой раунд, блядь, был? Какой раунд-то по счету был сейчас, блядь? Спрашиваю у вас, нахуй. А пиздец, как на фейт играет, нахуй. А ему надо не на фейт играть было, нахуй. Я на разрешение другое перешел. 4-3 перешел на 16-9. И я все лайнапы, короче, не буду знать. Понимаешь?
Yeah, and I think it's CNET there who's supposed to be able to hear him and come to Angel that they're coming behind him. I don't know what's going on.
Ебать,
It
CNET
seems
нахуй
like
кринжует,
multiple
бля.
situations right now, they're struggling with the communication. And Sue, you were talking about starting on attack for Navi consistently. That maybe is where you can get a little bit more.
Мне кажется, ли он палец
where it's
целует, бля.
necessary to make those calls.
Still, I feel like they are running into a big issue here because Leviathan have found a fantastic half.
6 rounds is no
absolutely excellent here on Ascent, and Leviathan is a really good team on the defense. Shy especially already popping off this map. Now he gets to be that killjoy on the defense, lock things down with his utility.
Was very good
Так,
start for
CNET говорит,
Leviathan
пацаны,
here,
ну-ка
but like you both
подсобрались,
said,
блядь.
Na'Vi, they're one of the best teams in the world. If
Кирюх,
anyone
хорош,
has,
сдохнуть
the
ты,
secret
ебать.
into coming back
А
into
Кирюх
this
такой
is
отвечает,
them.
ебать, так
Let's
есть
get
вообще
second half
капитан, ты чё,
underway and
хуел,
back to
блядь?
your casters, Sideshow and Bren.
А ну-ка притихли, блядь, бомжи, блядь.
6 to 6, they may
Ну,
have
короче,
just
все,
done
блядь.
enough for it.
Все что-то притихли, блядь, и все, нахуй.
About Ascent as a
Сколько
map,
красивого
an
опыта, я
attack
ебал,
side can
нахуй.
always be difficult for some of these teams, but listen, an even
Челу
scoreline
33
will be
года, он
what we get
ебашит,
into the
нахуй.
second half with.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about.
Он идет со счетом 6-9-2.
Look at that stat at the
Бля,
bottom.
Кирюх вообще совсем что-то...
3.56.
Мне прям не нравится, Кирюх что-то вообще прям...
Right now, 15
Блядь.
7. You expected to
Ну
go
он...
down playing against better teams, but right now he's playing a blinder.
Как
Here we
тварь?
go, big play.
And it's an immediate
Вот это
punish.
просвет,
We got that just
что
a bit too slow there,
творят.
isn't it? And also, Navi are all set up for it.
Дай себе.
Trying to get a kill now, flooding straight through into main. I believe there's a paranoia waiting.
Ну-ка.
No, Zeno.
Нихуя себе.
To just jump inside of it, and indeed he does. Exploration towards that area, and now he gets all the info that the rotation is abound.
Yeah, that's bizarre actually, that they make so much noise. Oh my word, Sugetsu getting more than he's ready for as Mazzino takes the time out of the footsteps.
Охуеть.
And now as Sugetsu
Мама, я
knows
еб...
that they've cleared out B main, he makes the comm. Hey guys, maybe we should go back.
And
They
walking
think
all
we've
the way.
left.
Так.
Walking all the way.
I'm not sure whether that was a deliberate sound bait.
А,
They
да?
seemed a bit
Это-
too committed on the
Я
rotate
у
for
них...
me, but nevertheless,
Как бы...
a very
Жалко
nice
то, что, блядь,
audible
6
mid-round
счет
decision
сделали, а не по
from Sugetsu
раундам.
and Angel.
То же самое, что,
Just
блядь,
left down to
играл
Mazzino.
на...
Just outside of the smoke, bullets going
Блядь,
wide
не
there.
особо,
Does
блядь.
have a couple of the paranoias, but guess
О.
what? Shy's backing him out, and a deeper
Получилось
smoke now,
зайти
so
в
his team can
смог.
actually start playing together
О,
off
ангел
this, moving
простреливает
forwards.
кого-то.
Still have to deal with that B main presence,
Так,
because guess what?
Sugetsu должен
Sugetsu
забирать
is there.
Мазина.
Still, shoulder's gonna be seen. Mazzino takes the fight, running up to him.
О,
jumping right click
хорош.
this time, to
Так,
no avail.
Кинг разменивает,
Eventually
естественно.
cleaned up. That's gonna be the trade. So moving
Fun.
forwards now. Two players from Navi.
Ставят ангела и Шао.
He didn't get his head ripped off.
Сейчас будет, наверное, килл по Зупану первым делом. Ну да, Зупана находит, конечно. О, Зупан, что? Да, блядь. И Кирюха ставит заключение точку в этом раунде. Ну, ребята, ну, ебать. Ну, исправляются, нахуй, исправляются, смотрите, блядь. Есть за что хвалить сразу, блядь. А то сидят тут, нахуй, сопли развесить. Ебать, нахуй. Прямо хуй, блядь. Че нахуй?
King coming through, very aware of the angles and really cautious about it too. But when it just came down to the straight up aim duel,
А, блин, их...
quite land the shot.
So Navi going to be opting into that famous buy, managing their economy. You can see that's a Bulldog, 2 rifles online, 2 ghosts on Sugetsu and Angel.
It always puts them in such a good spot.
Yeah, if they win this round, which you know usually they do, salvage the rifles, bring it up, and then you're going to be on even footing when it comes to that bonus round.
Да, у нас типы
It's a similar kind of setup on the
нормально,
defense side
конечно, да?
for Leviathan here.
Бабки имеем, способности
And
закупим,
some
да,
kind of
как бы,
presence.
нахуй
Pizza,
надо.
a dash through, Shy tries to go forwards. There's a very rare first.
А, Синет, как же ты обосрался, дружочек, дружочек, ёб твою маму.
Shot to the head will do enough.
Ой, блядь.
Extremely clean.
So clean.
Ебать, ну хорошо, хоть пацаны подсейвили, блядь, но... Его просто насрали, блядь. А, Кирюх, хорош. О, Кирюха, своих. Ну, мне кажется, сперва кулак показывал, потом такой... Палец, вы видели? Видели? Такой, он, блядь, кулак им показывает, они обернулись такие, а он им... Блядь. Говорит, Кирюх, давай тащи, блядь, нахуй.
We'll see whether Na'Vi want to opt into challenging that A defense at some point, because it looks like this could be an A split.
Setting up for it.
It's a very nice 0 point from Zipan there, because it clears out the area of the map that CNED is going to without Zipan having to give up his position.
Там топ-прострелы пошли.
Backing up there to heaven. Threatening as well into mid while all
О,
this is happening.
иначе
That's just the
жизнь
presence towards
после.
catch. Trying to draw those rotations.
Хуёво было. Так,
While Na'Vi claim the rest of
атака
the
заходит в
match
мид.
through
Это
the middle
мой
into
любимый
market
пуш.
now.
Обожаю так делать.
Spots the one.
Часто ебашу. Опа, НЗР хотел дать прострелчик, но это не вышло. Наш Суигетсу ебать на бихопе улетел просто.
There's been so much damage done.
And it's just
what
that
is
pressure
that?
straight into mid.
Yes.
ChilL. He's been doing it all tournament long. And Nozzle just going for that desperation spray through the wall. Matters not.
Если ангел какой-то швыд.
Yeah.
Кого хуй?
Angel in this tournament
Подавился,
is
блядь.
a man possessed.
Ну-ка.
Show
I
me this
don't.
again.
These aren't possible kills to get.
Охуеть.
He doesn't care. He does not care.
I mean, he is just wide swinging.
Да нахуй.
Best fraggers in the tournament.
Прострелы ты там хотел делать.
And I think this
А он, видели, короче, сел на жопу, прострел делать, да? А ему, короче, вышли и ебали, потому что он не мобильный, он вообще сидит в жопе. Как лох, короче. Не, ну тут, блядь, если бы, блядь, нет нахуй его не забрал, я ебать, я не знаю, нахуй. У меня бы кровь из глаз пошла от такого, нахуй, гейминга.
He just pulls out ridiculous stuff on the regular.
So a timeout is going to be pulled out of Leviathan, looking to try and.
Что-то там, блядь, тайм-аут, короче, левый взяли.
Not too far of a lead so far just for Na'Vi, but this could very rapidly get out of their hands, especially because this Leviathan, they were knocked down to that half by now.
Yeah, and if Na'Vi take this map, it's boding extremely well for the series. If you can beat Leviathan on their best map, and Na'Vi have a deep map pool, they're probably taking this.
Yeah.
That's why this first map is such a cool litmus test for both teams. You get to see them both up right at the top of their strengths.
Clash of the Titans.
And right now, off the back of Na'Vi winning both pistols and now the second half bonus, they're looking to be in control, I would argue, for the first time in the series. First time in the map.
One-way setup, no noise being made here. CNED just making sure that he takes a high ground position.
Опа!
Jumps down as well for the back of that flash.
Опа! Опа, ревильчик, нихуя, видали?
Spammable there. A lot of the players just backing
Как
up.
он туда дал?
Such beautiful utility though, isn't it? You see how much pressure the Leviathan
А, я знаю, я знаю.
and how quickly CNED runs in.
Плохо, неплохо. Так, парни зашли, блядь, на флешки, блядь. Плюх дает смоки.
Dash forwards though. Leviathan looking to try and take some space with that one, cut up the crossfire.
Мазин, флешку какую дал.
Don't really have the tools for the job.
Я за парней испугался, если честно, когда Мазин их офлешил, блядь.
Maybe a rifle or two, take some guns out, but you don't want to be giving any ult or points as well, so dying to the spike is going to be the best play they can make.
Ну, посмотрите.
Look at the Na'Vi economy.
Посмотрите, как играют челы. Про чела инфы даже не было. А он чекает его. Обсирается, блядь. Обсирается. Почекает, сука.
They can afford an attacking op if they want to go for it, although I don't know really why.
Поняли, ребятки.
CNED's been so great there. Oh, he goes for it
Самое
anyway.
главное,
Fair enough.
чекает.
Adding a different flavor into the half. But I love that utility combo at the beginning.
О, ты чё, блядь? Помощь нахуй, кого удивить хотел, блядь?
I feel like what we've seen from Na'Vi in the tournament so far is perfection through
Клоуны
preparation.
нахуй.
By putting in so much prep work, and Bala's talked about it too. It's not just from Angel and Doombros, it's from each player.
Працую.
Small micro adjustments to their utility.
Fight to be taken though, CNED.
Да.
Oh, he wants it. He wants it.
Прощупал.
Cloudburst across. CNED's going to be wondering, okay.
Закалила, поджав хвост, съебался шуриком нахуй отсюда. Дал смог на мидл, видели? Или нет? Это вражеский. А нет его.
Triggering, backing away though, so pulling that util out of mid. Really They slow around
Теперь
like
уже
Navi,
открыли.
understandable when they've got that operator. Can't really take
Это здесь
things at a
стоит,
faster
если
pace.
блядь, логично. Как его съебывать? Но эскейпа нет.
And
Ну,
look how
чекать.
safe
Хотя
Smoke,
может быть.
Nozra and Taco
Ну
are.
так, челик, блин, нахуй.
This is where
Теперь
Angels
закрыть
have
своему
won this
челику,
round
нахуй.
previously.
Самим в сайте остаться, нахуй. Вот здесь, блядь. А он здесь, блядь, нахуй, закрытая дверь.
Some hope
Ебать,
for
нахуй, я бы, блядь, пригорел, нахуй, если бы мне
Found.
какая-нибудь падла так сделала,
At any
нахуй.
point, this can pivot
Я
back
бы,
if
блядь,
they want to.
разъебался бы, блядь,
With
в
Zipan
клочья, нахуй.
staying in Gelato in A main,
Какие, нахуй,
they can go
приятные.
back and make this an A split whenever they like, and that
Time.
is going to put pressure on King. He's already used that
Ну,
name.
да, это для души.
pressure so far.
Так,
It's
Кинг,
full
Мазина,
and this guy, he's willing to stand
компания
up to the
стоят на А.
challenge. Horn spotting him out though, backs away to the safety of Jenny.
Как же хорошо угадывают с точкой, парни. Как же хорошо, что они не пошли на эту киллджойку, которая там, блядь, бэку. О, что делает Какали? Тако, блядь. Ебать, да ты чё? Тебе на голову насрали, на.
Great defense from Leviathan, but it's not King. I mean, I suppose he gets the first, which is a great shot. But it's mostly the other players that come in to try and bail him out, Taco in particular. This position over at Heaven takes down Zipan, who was the only player in A main, and once that threat is neutralized, I mean, what a great decision to dive forwards and give your own life to deny the plant, to make it easier for the rest of your team. Selfless jet play from Taco. Gives them the round and a buffer to their economy. They need to put a couple of those together.
Yeah, that's only the first stage of this grand plan if they're to try and come back into this map and bring it up even.
I think also what you're seeing from the 8 defenders, King in particular, actually Mazzino as well in the prior round, is that they're getting caught out.
Ну, блядь, ну ему на голову насрали, блядь. Ох, Суигетсу, блядь, как? Какой тайминг он? Вот он ему сейчас на голову насрал. Ну, блядь, ну это нормально, блядь. Часто на голову. Так, запирает Зупана, блядь. Ребята, что-то вы делаете не так. Почему вы выходите без смоков? Нет, красавчик, воспользовавшись смоком, забирает. Ангел забирает так, а вообще прострелом еще. Еще и подревил, наверное, блядь, который откатился, нахуй. Покажите мне Шау, я скажу, так это было или нет, нахуй. Ой, блядь, это пиздец. Два бомжа зашили засейвить, блядь. А эти бомжи, главное, не идут девайсы выбивать. Вот я ебал, нахуй. Чё гоните, нахуй? Идите, блядь! Еще после взрыва, нахуй, убейте их, блядь, чтобы вообще обоссанными ушли, нахуй, оттуда. В 3 ботинках, как говорится. Кто знает, что такое в 3 ботинках плюс чат, нахуй. Здорово, здорово, блядь. Смотрим сегодня Нави, короче, ебать, Суигетсу тайминг вышел. Там, блядь, Манзина этот, блядь, чекал на... О, да, подревил фейды. Вот, показали повтор. Я же говорил, что он подревил фейды, его забрал, но там он даже не успел это, активнуться. Там, Кирюха, insane reaction power просто, блядь. На ютубе я вижу. Прикольно, блядь, на ютубе, блядь, больше, чем на Твиче смотрят. Ну, неплохо. Так вот. Вау, спасибо большое, дружище, спасибо. За субскрибус. О, Тако. Тако уже прорвался в маркет, что, блядь? О, спасибо, братка, спасибо. Блядь, у меня что нахуй? А, у меня студия. Стена нахуй. А, это расписание. Так, никого не смотреть держи. Ох, как же тяжело будет. Тяжело будет, вот. Я же сказал, ульта, блядь, это пиздец тяжело. Разбивай! Разбивай, Кирюха! Блядь! Разбивайте! Вы уже можете прострелить! Алло, дурачки! Ебать! Вы чё гоните? Вы чё?
Very good round by Leviathan. Finding
Бля.
that first kill with a spam into a smoke is one thing, but when you look at the positioning of Na'Vi there, they came through Cat and they left Sugetsu, and the two players that were playing post
Опилок, блядь, смотри. Да вахуе, что творится? Ты посмотри. Да я вижу, на YouTube ты перешел, красавчик. Ебать они там топят за левиатанцев, нахуй. Пиздец. Граффити прикольный, кстати. Так, Суигетсу, блядь, разбили камеру, нахуй. Молодец, блядь, чё нахуй. Хули, блядь, сказать. И теперь 40 секунд с откатом, нахуй. Ой! Зубан, ёб твою мать. Они такие, блядь, кто там, кто там? Он такой, и бах! И они такие, блядь, опять этот залупан, нахуй. Ладно, да это я играю, брат. Это я, просто камеры, блядь, свитчу, нахуй. Меня убили уже. О, блядь.
What an insane wallbang position.
There's no way. Where was that even from? Through the gate?
Yeah, it's through that kind of gate area where people use, you know,
О, блядь.
hooks, etc.
Как он прострелил? Покажите повтор. Прямо сейчас включайте. Похуй на раунд. Как он так его убил, блядь.
The weird part is that actually has allowed Noswa to pick up Shy's weapon. Noswa only had a pistol in this round, so it hasn't actually made too much.
Тут, блядь, засранец. Стоит нахуй. Сейчас ревил даст. Да, ревил пройдет, все, он хули 40 секунд, ебать. Только не спались, не спались, не спались. Красавчики. Все. Так. Мазина. Опа, ультой отпугнули типулика. Ой, блядь. Пиздец, нахуй. А, они ушли, ебать. И не ультанула она, конечно. Да. Жалко, блядь. Ой, парни из КТ пытаются зайти против Нави, блядь. Которые явно, блядь, заряжены, нахуй. Но... Сугетсу не так просто убить, нахуй. Опа, нахуй. Сугетсу, конечно, расправляется, нахуй, с этим рачком, блядь. Да, на YouTube задержка большая, да. Все верно. Такая же задержка, блядь. Я просто увлечен, блядь, игрой, нахуй. Охуеть! Охуеть, он прострелил! Слыхали? Я аж пукнул, нахуй. Я в ахуе, блядь, что творится, нахуй? Там кто там сидит, нахуй? Кто ты, воин, блядь? Кто ты, блядь, воин, нахуй? Вот так вот, блядь. Отдав почти первую половину, отдав. Почти отдали, выровняли ее. Бля, ебать прострел. Я говорю, я аж пукнул, нахуй, пиздец, я маху, реально пукнул, слышали, блядь? Вообще охуеть. Он уже такой, видели, у него брови все выше, они скоро на спину у него улетят, нахуй. Шау, когда я издал, они у него вот здесь были, блядь, брови, нахуй. Как там Сугетсу прострел дал, они вот сюда уже переместятся, сейчас нахуй. Нам просто не показывают, то что контент не для всех. Как у чувака брови уезжают, нахуй. Просто, блядь, это... Люди, вы не поняли, нахуй. Чего, блядь? Там он так удивляется, тренер, наверное, тренер. Пиздец у них, конечно. Сидел такой, прям. Удивился, когда Шауэй сдал, блядь. Если, как говорится, крысу зажать, блядь, в угол, и крыса может стать любым, нахуй. Для тебя, блядь. Пиздец, блядь. Давайте погромче сделаем.
Means there won't be anybody pushing through that anytime soon, but Na'Vi decide to cut noise.
That's big. You know that CNED is still there.
Блять, он
Love the
лишив
fact, though, that
просто
they're pressuring
все.
King's nade out early.
Ходят только на шифте.
Deep dart though for B main. Now they know it's got to be that A split. So
Опа,
King again has to
флешечка,
be the man
ульта.
now, holding close that first line
Блайнд
of defense.
прошел у Кинга.
Already
И,
trying to apply
естественно, он...
that pincer move. And a pop flash play. It is a
Ох,
touch
как
from
хорошо
Angel,
разменивает
but only bringing King
Кирюха.
down to his knees.
Но по
Hunter's
Кирюху
Fury
идет тоже
rips his way
размен в
across.
ответочку. Самое
Stops the
главное,
rest of
чтобы
the
они
Na'Vi
сейчас не
players,
подняли
bringing
его,
through
бля.
main to try and help him
Этого
out.
Кинга
25
нахуй.
seconds left.
Ой,
King's not going to be able to get
страшняк.
rezzed in the midst of all of this, but it is that 2v4.
Big ultimates have had to be
Copy.
used here for Leviathan, but it looks like they're going to be able to take this round. Na'Vi probably just looking to do damage to the economy here. And Mazzino wants to keep this weapon.
Так, давай, Шао.
Gotta keep these
Тяжку кинул,
rifles in the
блядь.
economy. You've got to be honest in this one, guys. Back away.
Забрал
They can win the
сразу.
round. But at that point, there was just pride on the line, is what it feels like. Maybe get a couple of kills, you know, get the confidence going for that
Yeah.
one. Still, 3 rounds is what's going to
Просто,
stand
ну,
between them.
блядь, ну как это так обосраться? Не успеть поставить, я ебал. Мы раньше, когда в Counter-Strike играли, для нас это было самым позорным, не успеть поставить бомбу. Да, блядь, это... После такого удаляют игру, нахуй. Ну не удаляют, ну... Ладно, ну... Блядь, бывает, да, может ситуация напряженная была. Но в 2, блядь, и не успеть бомбу поставить. Ребята, это уже совсем, блядь, ворота не... Так.
If that caught anybody holding that common position, they would have been toasted.
Ну вот, та же, блядь, Бекзад тоже ебал, понятно, ребятки, как бы видите, ну.
So a bit of a pump fake from Na'Vi.
They do love to do it, mixing in a couple of
Так, я чат перенес, наверное.
noise cuts as well, making sure that they can throw off the opponents. Down to that minute mark in the round, so
Чат-то.
everybody of Na'Vi now grouping up towards B.
Shy is in a really safe position right now. Just jump peeking mid. Angel's going back sight in the hopes that he might be unheard.
I mean, TP's boathouse there, maybe for a bit of information, I'm not too sure. Still, Cam up top can be dealt with, and, well, there was a dart, pawn, removed, still dash forwards. The play not being cancelled, instead Na'Vi want to take the fight straight to them, but already losing a player, being one down at the back of the site. Gonna be matching them, and there's a bit of pressure being relieved. Mazzino TP's into the back, and he's got that paranoia. Sent flying right through Cat, needs an upgrade though. Looking to the back of the site, Noz was being destroyed. There's 15 seconds left in this round, and it could still get dangerous, but absolutely magnificent. The prediction shot into the cloudburst, knowing exactly where the players were going to be placed.
Так, чтобы вам киллфит было видно,
Na'Vi
камеру
had 4
побольше, повыше,
chances of winning
ошибки
this map
поставил.
and dealing a mighty blow to Leviathan.
Давайте посмотрим повторчик.
Leviathan just looking so good there. Shy is constantly
Хороший
spamming
прострел,
these
атака.
smokes. I mean, and the amount of times that he gets
Дина,
it
блядь,
perfect.
вантапчики тоже.
He just times the
Ебать!
position, knows the duration, knows the
Ты
distance.
чё там показываешь, сука, нахуй? Лысый черт, блядь.
So animated.
Ты чё нахуй?
Wouldn't you be if you were coaching in this match?
Засунь мою маленькую пипирку, блядь, знаешь куда
I'd
нахуй?
be like,
Фу, блядь.
I'm not saying that this is a must-win map for Leviathan. We
Нет,
don't know
блядь,
too much about
охуел
Fracture,
вообще.
and Taco went crazy the last time they played Pearl. So it is
Давай,
feasible
братанчик,
that things
давай,
could still go
блядь.
to 3. Maybe Leviathan could still win, of course, if they lost this first map. But I think most roads to a Leviathan victory
В
start
Ютубе первый
by
стрим?
getting to OT
Нет,
and
почему?
winning here.
Я постоянно, у меня мультистрим, я на 3 платформах стримлю.
least of the first and second half. Discussing what to adjust here because rapidly running out of opportunities to close
Не,
this out.
братан, ты посмотри, блядь. Тут камбэком даже не пахнет, нахуй.
Shao's picked up an Odin, and that makes me think that that timeout is him discussing with the team. I think we can punish Nozwa early on.
Хотя, возможно, потому что
Nozwa, though, not
судя
actually
по-
running an Odin in this round.
пару лодиков, блядь,
So
которые,
probably
блядь,
not
они...
going to be in the same position, although he has been holding, you know, recon dart, shock dart.
Кто-то,
but he
да,
is jumping
может,
up
блядь,
there.
может
Oh, yeah.
какой-то камбэк и будет
He's on the
наклевываться.
line. So biding their time, waiting for the dart, I think actually. Dart, any sort of spam? No, unlikely.
Может и будет какой-то камбэк, блядь. Пусть знает, братанчик, ну.
Almost immaculate at
Вообще точно тебе сказать не могу на этот
just gets
счет.
the info that CNED hadn't gone aggressive into B.
Ставил я микрофончик
This
немножечко
is slow,
в такое
cautious from
положение.
Navi, prodding around the map as the tension builds.
Attention build. Опасный билд,
The
но.
hope is that tension eventually will cause Leviathan to crumble a little bit. Maybe a step, but so far they've been up for the task in most of their series when they've been on this global stage. No strangers. So it's really tense situations in this pixel angle king. He's
Тогда
held here
мини-карту будет
before.
не видно, братка.
Prowler in his face though.
Я могу,
Forces
знаешь,
that,
как
so the
сделать?
nade's going to be used to try and push them back. Now Mazzino. Hell of a task. Paranoia cuts his way across and the smoke as well through main. Just pushing through. There's nothing else to really help it out, but Mazzino once more laying claim to it. Seen it though. Forcing the issue, isn't he? Pushing all the way past Jenny. Cloudburst up top. Angle created. Taco though. The operator, it's so hard, and CNED, man, he's taking the fight right to them. Bladestorm in his hands, punished with the shorty.
This is everything for
Taco,
Taco.
he's got to do it. Right here, right now, it's got to be that 1v2, and it's just not possible. Map 1. Completely finalized and finished up there. Navi,
Красавцы,
what a way
нахуй.
to do it.
Incredible scenes
Давай,
there from Navi.
разъебано,
Everything
нахуй.
from their preparation to especially the way that they used their utility and got CNED into positions on the attack side. Very impressive. CNED coming up with the goods
Так вот
towards the end
поставлю
as well.
камеру, норм тема.
When things look like it's possibly going to OT. That is a big blow for Leviathan. It's probably the best map that they've demonstrated a lock-in, and Navi have stolen it away.
Stolen it away and more. We'll see if they're capable of being able to bounce back. Of course, up next, that is that fracture map. So, you know, that's going
Сейчас
to
нам
be
будут показывать реплей.
interesting to
Вот,
watch here. But some of these highlights
смотрите
as well, I mean,
внимательно.
Angel, this guy just, again, towing that line
Yeah.
between feeding and really just pulling off miracle plays.
But he has been miraculous so far at this event. I mean, no one has been able to punish Angel in the same way that we've seen at prior events. Look at the frustration on Ona's face. I think that says it all. The next map is Fracture. Leviathan have been banning it second round every time. What do these teams have to bring there?
Absolutely. Well, map 1 done and dusted, but still even more to come as we head into Fracture coming up right after this.
на нахуй, в стол, ёпта. Чё ты там, блядь, тренер? Доебался, блядь, нахуй. Воздух-то хоть упал там. О, ну это мы все видели, блядь. Погромче навалим. Ну нахуй, ну нахуй.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Нормальная реклама, блядь.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Так, ребятки, ну. Кто в Нави не верил, то, кстати, хуй. Понятно, ну. Вот, смотрите, кстати, камеру сейчас уберу. Ебать, тут кринжа наваливают люди. Нави вин. А!
my mind.
Чё, продолжаем смотреть? 50 секунд осталось, блять. Что там пишут? ВТФ ШАО. Охуеть вообще, бля, нормально там разъебываешь такой. Прям узло наваливает, конечно. Так, потише чуть-чуть сделаю.
Na'Vi, they continue their
Давайте я
win
с ними
streak
тоже
as they take
присяду
map
рядом
1
такой.
against Leviathan. I'm your host Yingsu and I'm back here with Mimi and Bala. This is the second and only time Leviathan have ever lost on Ascent on an
Да?
international tournament. And Bala, it is against
Yes,
Angel and Co.
yes.
Once again. They just have their
А
number.
это такой,
Yeah,
такой.
on Ascent 2, where they look so good in earlier stages of the tournament, I think Na'Vi just has their number, like you said, and it's because of the things they're doing. In my opinion, Angel in that map, the calling that he was doing, and again, the prep that every player is putting into that Sugetsu wall bang, the Shao ace. There's so many moments that you're just like, this is too easy for them. And there's one in particular that I'll show later that
Так.
just Angel, it's the type of thing that you see from him constantly.
Yeah, it was a
Постплент
great map from
отыгрова.
him, and I think the way
6,
that Na'Vi defaults on this map is so excellent. Because you
9,
can see multiple times where
6,
Leviathan
8.
wants to fight forward, they want to go for some damage, take
Нормально,
space on this
нормально,
map, but they were never being allowed
почти.
to do so because Na'Vi was so oppressive. And when Na'Vi eventually went for these executes, it was so good as well.
Yeah, and they throw a little fake here towards short. But what I really want to do is bat chest about Angel, because this guy's a boomer like me, and I know Josh the other day was talking about King and how, you know, he made Vitality bend the knee, but what is a King to an Angel in moments like these? Because he is just ridiculous. He walks up mid. There's this right here is Josh was shocked about it, Bren was shocked about it. Everybody should be shocked about this
Бешеный
because he
был,
almost broke his wrist
бешеный,
doing
бля.
that. And it's so nice because he gives you that explosivity that's not a word, by the way, but I just made it
Нагло у
up, that
нас
you
стали.
really have against Leviathan when they're the type of team that relies on that sort of thing and not the other way around.
Yeah, I mean, the way that he plays on this map in particular is just so good because he's so willing to just like go for a solo play, double TP in. Anytime he sees a gap in a defense, spots a player out of position, he'll TP in, he'll close the gap immediately and pop off. And it just opens up so many options for calling in the mid round. That was just beautifully done by Na'Vi. 6-6 at the half, we thought they were out of that one, but you can never count out their attack side.
He only does things that he can do, I feel like. No one else does the things that Angel does. But there's another guy fight that was also popping off as well. It is ChilL here in our Verizon high-speed moment of the match. The ace, you guys had that debate between King and ChilL. And Bala, when his team needs him the most, he does this.
This is ridiculous. This is 2 bullets. He just shot 2 bullets. He kills 2 people and then continues to swing once the rest of his team is there. The patience for him to chill for a second as well. That's insane. But it comes down to a 1v2. And, I mean, Sue, you were talking literally while this was
Давай,
happening.
удаляй
It's ChilL.
нахуй.
It's ChilL. It's
Что,
ChilL.
еще одного заставил удалить нахуй?
Yeah, it feels like he
О,
always does. For
бля.
Navi, I think
Расстроились?
those
Не
clutch moments on the
расстраивайтесь,
defense
ребятки,
that-
не расстраивайтесь. Ну хорошо.
Like, it was moments of that that got them into the game, but what closed it out was Angel and the calling on that attacking side. And for Leviathan, in the pre-show, I was like, they've never had a half thus far where it seems like they are completely locked out. That's exactly what happened here. Despite taking multiple timeouts, they never were able to find a solution to what Navi was throwing.
They're gonna have to dig deep here before map 2. Let's get a take a look even in the warm-up
Иван,
of the
yes,
shoot
yes, я
around with
здесь,
King.
есть.
This time, Mimi, you spoke a lot about him,
О,
what he brings
блядь.
us, to this team. How much do you
Отстреливает
think he needs to get his
типулек
team
нахуй.
together and step up going into fracture?
I mean, I think a lot of it is going to be on him and also on kind of his
Ой,
ideas
я
during
там
the offseason. It's been a
100%
long time
нахуй.
since we've gotten to see this team play on Fracture. We never really got to see them play it at Champions. So this is something where he's going to have to come in, have a really good
Ебался,
idea of,
98.
as a caller of how he wants to play this map, and actually this time succeed in out-calling Angel, which, as we've talked about a lot, is very difficult to do.
Yeah, and I think what was really tough as well was Navi put themselves in such a good situation. In that second half, you had to give them so many opportunities to have that match point. They were so calm the entire time. You have to be pressuring them. And I think one thing that is really good about this series from Navi, and just in general, is the way that they work the map pool. I mean, Josh was talking about how Fracture is kind of an unknown quantity for
Так они еще и не свой пик взяли, блядь. Вы прикиньте нахуй. Они еще и не свой пик взяли. Это же пиздец. Века.
Which, I mean, I'm sure that made it quite
Здесь,
difficult for Owner and for
дружище.
King to figure out where they were going to go in this map pool, how they wanted to prep for this one, but I'm sure they knew that Fracture wasn't going to be a possibility. Now the question is, what have these teams answered in the offseason? What is the composition they're going to run? Because previously, both these squads, we've only really seen it in the chamber meta.
Well, let's have a look here in the Prime Gaming Agent Select. We don't really see Leviathan play at all this map, Bala.
They played a little bit in the offseason, but one thing I want to know for sure right off the bat is what is Navi going to go to? Because in my opinion, the Omen comp is dead with the new meta, with the way that
They do it anyway.
they do it anyways. And the reason I say that is because the one way in A main is gone. The one way in so many positions are gone, and they
Да,
go
конечно,
for it
читаю.
anyways.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see them go back to that one. Leviathan also running a double controller
Конечно,
comp.
читаю,
What I'm interested
братанчик,
in
читаю
is Cine
чат.
versus Taco on the race. Both these players, known for their jet, have looked fantastic on it thus far, and I think there's going to have to be a bit of proof. For
А ты
both
что-то
of them.
писал на Твиче мне?
Yeah.
Well, map 1, that was all Navi. Let's see if Leviathan have what it takes to get back into this, Josh and Brent, and take us to a map 3.
Так,
That'd be something special. Map number 3 potentially there, but for the Viatan, a massive
да, погоди.
here on their opponent's map pick. Got to bring it all the way back for that chance of not only revenge against the team that knocked them out at Champs, Josh, but also a chance of trying to claim the highest finish they've ever had in a tournament.
Yeah, it means so much for Leviathan, and yet they always keep running into this gatekeeper squad of Na'Vi. The desk was talking about how Na'Vi have had their number before in the past, and also I feel like, again, this is Na'Vi
Что
are
ты
just
там
such a
мне написал,
barrier
блядь,
for Leviathan to
такого,
get
нахуй?
through. This map is such an interesting choice too. Leviathan have been second round banning it every time in this tournament so far, and it feels like for Na'Vi, despite the fact that they're on the hunt for that second trophy, the first team that would ever do it, they're just so happy to play whatever, anything.
Really treating this tournament lock-in at Sao Paulo as a bit of a jaunt at times, honestly, as well. These pick bans across the board.
Блять, а почему меня не
Perfectly
захватывает?
willing to give away any
Oh.
information, but it's that contact play and a fight taking place. Space was gained there for Leviathan, using that util to clear up the angles, but traded quite effectively. And down to just Mazzino, already position known, and Cine not even offered the chance to hit any bullets.
That is the third pistol in a row that's gone the way of Na'Vi.
Нави взяли
Think about how
пистолетку,
different map
отлично.
1 could have been if they'd traded
Начало
pistol.
хорошее.
If Na'Vi hadn't been allowed to have access to a bonus buy, it could have made all the difference in this series.
Блять, на второй экран перенес.
And
Что
when
ты
I
там
think of
писал,
top
интересно, блядь?
South American teams like Loud, like Leviathan, I think of excellence.
А,
in
ты
pistol
же у меня в
bonus.
бане, на тебе
Leviathan
нахуй.
have not showcased that here today. And it may end up hurting them.
Ваню Культур забанен на Твиче, все нахуй. Спасибо, что написал в чат. Я забыл-то тогда забанить, короче.
There are so many interesting things to talk about with these compositions.
Спасибо от души, братка.
The CNED Taco story. Yeah. We saw them go head to head in the jet battle.
От души, братанчик.
Say
На
that
Твиче
CNED came out
забанен,
on top
нахуй.
there,
Всё.
was able to be set up by his team a little better and found a ton of value. But it wasn't the defining factor.
А нехуй хуйню писать всякую,
Raze battle here
осужденку,
might
блядь.
end up being defining.
Ты зашел мне тогда написал, блядь, и все. Можешь, блядь, на прошедшем стриме почитать, что ты там писал.
Big talking point, especially with CNED.
И пойти нахуй.
How deep does his age
Да.
actually go? I thought we might end up seeing him on
Не
Sage.
поебать. Я... Ох. Я пукнул опять.
Plan's going to be
Еще раз.
easily come by, so the
Всё.
Vietnam now just grouping up, making sure that they don't give away again any old orbs unnecessarily by throwing
Бля,
them
ты когда
away
кому-то...
into
Ты...
into a lot of these
Вот
nice
если
players.
челу скажешь, да, какому-нибудь... Братан, ну, лично, вживую. Скажешь, я твою маму ебал. Я думаю, тебя сразу ебальник набьют, да? Ну, не будут думать, знаешь, ну... Вот как я, да? Я не мог забанить тебя сразу просто, потому что не успел. Но сейчас исправился, и все. Бан, держи. Пожалуйста. Нет, я не пишу, зачем мне тебя банить? Я человек простой. Чел написал хуйню. Знаю, что нельзя писать такие вещи. Все, не знаешь? Мне похуй. Мне похуй, я все равно забаню. Если даже ты не знаешь, что нельзя такое писать. Я не буду говорить, что даже ты писал. Ты думаешь, ты один такой, что ли? Чел тоже другой написал, не задумался, нахуй. Ведь я не знал, что такое нельзя.
Over a quarter of his fights are done at the beginning of the round. I think it's going to be very hard against Navi's comp here.
Ну, давай не об этом. Игра идет все-таки.
That's what Leviathan are looking to do, break through the glass ceiling.
See if they can achieve a little bit more compared to what they've done in the past. Again, running into that roadblock. Navi
Я не цитировал никакое выражение.
managing their economy well again. Same talking point that we were bringing
Пьяный,
up.
что ли? Я тебе сказал, ты написал запретку.
One nade from
Ты у
CNED.
меня в чате, в программе, в бане.
Heaven is dismantled. King, though, finds
Я
the
сразу
first.
реагирую
That's
на
for the
стриме. Ты у
IGL
меня в
battle.
чате, в программе забанил, чтобы не высвечивался поверх игры. Это программа, которая высвечивает поверх игры. Ваши сообщения. Поверх стрима. Там ты забанил? Все. Гомонись там. Без причины я бан никому не даю, бля. Мне нахуй не надо. Я за с вами общаться. За общение. Но если вы творите хуйню... Слушайте, Тим, я человек простой, я тебе говорю, ты если кому-то скажешь, что маму чью-то ебал, я не думаю, что это кому-то понравится. Воу, что это, блядь, что это было, Шао? Я не думаю, что это понравится кому-то, тебе сразу ебальник набьют, нахуй. Ну, сразу, понимаешь? На первый раз прощать не буду. Эй, боже, что Суидецу дал? Просто три вантапа, нахуй. Это как, блядь, это из невыгодной позиции, блядь. Толпой угасят даже льва, брат. Но все равно тебе этого не простят. Суть не в этом. Набьют тебе ебало, не набьют, блядь. Обоссут тебя, обосрут, нахуй. Не в этом суть. За выражениями, за своими надо следить, блядь, за базаром. И все. И все будет хорошо. Никому не оскорблять. Не писать никаких запреток. Не говорить хуйни в приличном обществе. Например. Если нецензурно выражаться в присутствии полиции, так это вообще штраф. Так что Да, я тебе друг, играем и так далее. Ты не поверишь, сколько я забанил уже челов, с которыми играю.
And I think the other thing that bears mentioning about that play too. he
Даже
doesn't
в
do that if he
присутствии
doesn't have a
копов,
ban.
если ты
You know,
скажешь
a
матом
classic
что-то,
bonus round
это
buy
будет
that sees him with
расцениваться
a,
как
you know, a
нарушение,
bulldog or a
блядь,
spectre in his hand. He's still
общественного
pulling that
порядка, как там,
Navi's
общение,
maintained their
ну, в
place
нецензурном
at the top of the
контексте,
scene
то
in
есть,
terms of
блядь,
being great on these round 3, round 15 buy manipulations.
даже
I
за
don't
это,
know
блядь,
why other
въебут
teams
нахуй.
haven't started doing it more.
Просто за матное слово. Да, брат, да.
And it's already set them up. This is going to be an easy 4-0 lead.
And for Leviathan, this is not a great map for them. So starting out 0-4 down is rough.
Yeah, the prospects
Друг.
trying to bring it to the team that, as I've said
Ты же при
prior,
моей маме не будешь...
over and over again, knocked them out at champs, denied them that chance of breaking through that barrier. 7-8, 5-6, whatever the placement was.
Да,
This
естественно.
was supposed to be Leviathan's time to strike. This was
Не,
supposed
если
to be
типа
the
будет
tournament
похуй, конечно.
where they were going to be really making a name for themselves as a contender.
Я имею в виду
for
с
that top
копами.
spot,
С
and maybe
копами
they still
нельзя
are. Maybe
общаться,
they just got
используя,
unlucky in this
ну,
circumstance
нецензурную
in terms
лексику.
of running into a team like Na'Vi, but
But it is rough. I mean,
it is rough.
Na'Vi are just so disciplined. They never offer Leviathan opportunities to thrive in the chaos. And
Я
you know,
опять раунд
Fracture,
проебал.
Leviathan are
Спасибо.
3-2 all time.
Спасибо.
But against partnership teams,
Я решил
they're 1-2.
заебать, да, теперь?
So,
Ладно.
they've been
Ничего,
getting
сегодня
their
пойдешь
wins
играть?
against tier 2 opponents
Со мной
in
Бека
South
еще пойдет.
America, honestly.
Бека сейчас на ютубе смотрит.
That doesn't bode particularly
Так
well.
что...
We're going to need to see fantastic performances here out of, sure, the game plan, and owner's going to be spitting that out.
Присоединяйся после игры Нави. Если они вторую возьмут быстренько, то я быстро пойду. Я только Нави решил посмотреть, застримить.
Shao has over a 2 KD, and he's winning, you know, 60-70% of his duels. I don't think you're going to be able to win this game when Angel's top fragging for Na'Vi, doing whatever he likes.
Нет, ты никого не оскорблял. Ты смотри, если, например, Twitch это моя мама, да, например. Вот такую аналогию сейчас тебе приведу. Ты при моей маме матом ругаться же не будешь. Если вот мы будем сидеть с тобой вместе, у меня дома, пить чай. Ты же не будешь при моей маме ругаться матом. И говорить всякие нелестные вещи про других людей. Не будешь, соответственно, делать. Ну, если будешь, я тебе просто скажу, друг, иди отсюда. Как бы, видишь, какая логика? Понимаешь? Осуждаю. Осуждаю. Спасибо, Ванек Ультра. Спасибо большое за поддержку.
This is the game plan always from Na'Vi on this map. It's to very, very
Спасибо,
slowly,
дружище, спасибо.
cautiously and safely take away map control from you on the attack side. And it means for Leviathan they need to find their moments and pick them very precisely as to when to retake control on the defense side. If you feel like you've lost halls or you've lost arcade, you need
Как я
to
с вас
group up and
вахую
fight it and
просто, вы,
retake
блядь,
that area, but when in
такие
the round do you do that?
мерзкие,
That's
блядь.
going to be a big challenge for King.
For Fracture, a map where, listen, the attackers can
Где там
start
чат?
in 4 potential positions. This double controller comp can be really suffocating. Early util. Thread the needle with that one, King.
Заблокировать
Gets the one,
пользователя.
but traded. So
Всё, дружище, давай.
Far out of that position. Nano swarm at the feet. Through the smoke. That's to ensure that Angel can't follow it up, but you can with this now. Shy. One after the other. Noswell on a swing, but again, the discipline's there.
Заходи в игру. Поиграем.
Angel just caught so unaware. Shao forced to back away.
Okay, sure. Taco using his ultimate too. Presumably
Вот так
that
вот
was when
друзей, вот так друзей теряют. Я думал, ты мне
he
друг.
was actually getting out in the first place.
Ты меня просто, блядь, разъебал сейчас, нахуй. Какой же ты мне друг, если ты пишешь мне осужденку?
I mean,
Clutch any sort of play, so okay.
he's a clutch menace, but he's not winning that one. A great round from Leviathan. And what did they do differently there? Well, first of all, King, under extraordinary pressure, finds the first kill. And so, despite having multiple players posted on his position, he actually gets one before he's inevitably traded. King is always dying there, but by getting one, he equalizes the situation for his team, and he gives the timing for the rest of the Lev players to swing through smokes.
Yeah, not just one kill there as well. He got a snake bite off, so they couldn't follow through.
Yeah. He does a lot under immense pressure. I don't know whether he's always going to be able to give you that value, though.
And so finally, that one round that Leviathan were hoping for, hunting for. Na'Vi this time starting to threaten from the north side of the map through Arcade. That's going to be 3 players ready and waiting. A couple of them holding in
Какие
just
же все-таки люди,
in
блядь.
case there was any sort of flash
Делают-то?
play. TP though, Shao. That's advanced, and the nade as well pushes off that angle. Nano Swarm is a response to that, so Shai doesn't want to give up that space too easily, but he is now once more going to be feeling that heat. Paranoia cuts across.
And
Shai.
Look how Na'Vi just take the map, portion by portion, turn by turn.
Yep, the Paranoia actually fading away though, so Shai's still available, and that's a satchel across. Wow, almost being able to get 2 there, Vasined. What a way to crack open the site. Linking up with the rest of his team now. Spike in the hands of Zipan. And just waiting for this one, maybe for the Viper Wall to come back online, a bit more fuel for Sugetsu. But time is going to start to run low with this kind of pressure, 34 seconds. Almost.
Nozwa should be hunting for a duel here. I agree with this, because if he gets a kill, suddenly Breach Ult is online for retake or for plant denial.
And so here we go, nade into the corner. Stun as well, fault line pushes him back. Zipan with that plant, he got his ult online. No command, goes across, survives on 5 health as well. It's going to keep
О,
on kicking.
блядь, за хуйня.
And what is
Ну,
the play to be
меня
made here by
всё
Leviathan? A
отключилось.
call is made to save.
Wow. Leviathan save more than any other team at this kind of level, but it can be heartbreaking watching them do it. 4-1 down and just giving up the 5th.
А, да?
Their big ults are going to start to come online here, and it is going to be more difficult for Na'Vi, but it just looks so methodical. And I think this is why a lot of people were
Что я
favoring
сделал,
Na'Vi in this
блядь?
matchup. It's not necessarily because of what they've done in the past. Yes, this team has lifted a trophy, but when you watch them play at Lock-In so far, and admittedly a small sample size, the way they move around the map and take space from people, and the util combos and the peaks, it's, forgive me the hyperbole, but it's verging on perfection.
Yeah.
And it's really difficult for these opposing teams to
Почему
find
меня не
avenues to
захватывает
disrupt it. I
то,
mean, let's
что
think about what
нужно,
Leviathan
блядь?
could do in these moments. They could try and refight, they could have some kind of trap play in an area of the map, but those are prone to going disastrously wrong. They could send somebody on big flanks, because getting rid of Sugetsu is going to really stop the attacking side, removing that Viper Wall, but again, trying to play aggressively into Sugetsu and Angel when they hold such safe positions it's hard.
Couple of shots
Я не
fired, though,
понимаю,
from
блядь,
CNET,
как
so
мне сделать
that's
так,
some
чтобы и
presence
вас
towards Arcade
модерировать,
that might
нахуй.
just anchor those
Я
Leviathan
всю
players. You
хуйню
can see
делаю.
King was
Ладно,
holding it, but
потом разберу.
nice little glide over to the south side of the map, keeping Sugetsu, or I should say Angel, over towards the north
Okay.
side. A fight being taken, Boombot. I don't think it revealed too much there.
Zipan has so many of these great flashes. This kill could be everything, but Mazzino doesn't quite get it.
He misses it. Just that one sightline sees it. Oh my goodness, Mazzino maybe faking the jump up there. Yeah, okay. Angel though taking that space, no fear. That was a fault line cutting across. Nade down to the ground as the cage was dropped out. Angel is doing so much right now to misinformation. They don't know if he's dropped or what, but now finally revealed, and they're just being squeezed.
Counter spam.
Yep, the counter spam. Trace is revealed. Satchel over the top, revealing that one angle of it, and they do strike back.
Breach Ult as well is online.
But is it going to be enough there? Rolling Thunder pushing forwards. Need to make the most of this one. Did not catch on the Shao. He could be the difference maker. High ground angle found, and my goodness.
He's unkillable.
Giving time for the weapon to cool down, and he takes his time with the shots. Shy left alone, 1v2, lockdown popped. Those are the players are. Found one, cannot get the second, Zipan.
Хоть Нави летят,
You
конечно.
said it earlier, Josh. It's really just approaching that perfection in terms of the way they play, weaving in and out, but it's heartbreaking for Leviathan. So many instances where they're just one player away, taking down that extra element to be able to take the round.
Mazzino getting stuck on site though and spraying too easily for Na'Vi. That first kill maybe a bit too easily for Na'Vi. And that duel there. Shao onto
I think
King,
he's been the best player for
a game
Na'Vi,
changer.
and he just feels
Shao's had so
comfortable in
many of those
spots. Shao and Zipan both coming into this match had over 90% cast. That means there are barely any rounds where they are useless.
My goodness.
A one-for-one trade as Leviathan tried to apply some pressure. This is like the first time that they've actually been able to find anybody in the early moments. I suppose that takes a Viper wall down, but do they even have the weaponry to convert?
Yeah, knocked down to the weaker buy. Look at that, just dropping the guns back. And look, they don't want to give them anything. Can drop the rifle off the edge if they really wanted to, but it looks like, is that going to be the thought process? Probably not. And they wait it out. Tension builds in rounds like these. The Leviathan are going to be the ones hoping for a shining light in the dark in moments. Anything to answer back. There was a fault line and a nade play there off the contact. Cena now going to be using his own to try and clear the close angle. And guess what? Taco was caught this time. Flash.
Охуеть.
Nos was there. Frenzy can only do so much. Gets the reload off though, and there's the second kill.
What a
Охуеть
huge play by
просто.
Nozwa.
Quick TP pivot though. It's going to be the ultimate online. Instead, Shao actually just trying to set up the crossfire. Gets into the site, and Shai's left with nothing but a classic.
Another moment there where King could have been a game changer. Had he got that kill onto Zipan, that could have been round over. Now it's left down to Shai once again, facing the same two players.
Zipan's weak though. One bullet will do it, but the reposition, look at this. That's so smart from Zipan. Knows that Shai's going to be claiming that weapon. Knows that his position is going to be in halls most likely, and so they set up the crossfire. High-low setup, and you just don't expect that. I mean, Zipan.
It's such an incredible off angle. And I think the final line of defense for both of these teams, they've both looked immaculate so far up until this point in the tournament. But Shao and Zipan still look immaculate. They are winning moments so consistently against Leviathan's players who we've seen be clutch, who we've seen hit incredible shots, who've been gobbling up their side of the bracket. But Shao and Zipan at lock-in have been the definition of consistency. There is nobody that can make them crack.
Where is the answer from Leviathan? Oh my word. Trying to offset some of that maybe. There was spam from Cena early in these rounds, but somehow gets away with it. There's a kill. Viper's Pit in B main won't do too much for King because there's only one player lurking. That's Angel just on the outskirts of it. And if King tries to make a play, if he feels like he has to, Cam spots him. Spam from Angel. But they've given up so much already.
Taco is looking to try and get on a flank here. Oh, and Sugetsu just murders him over by the south side. That's my point. If you try to flank, these Na'Vi guys are just so aware of it.
And look,
They're everywhere.
is Leviathan feeling like they have to make a play? You got to push every single avenue. Someone's got to step up and be the hero, but it's not going to be King, not today.
Na'Vi are battering Leviathan. Mercilessly taking them to task. And it looks like there are no win conditions.
Yeah.
This map looks like a first round matchup where things are horribly mismatched. Just Na'Vi, the top seed, Leviathan coming in with no expectations, no ideas. Map 1 obviously didn't feel like that. Leviathan had their chances to win. Had they taken a pistol, we could have seen a very different story. But out here on Fracture, it's the same story we've seen from Na'Vi. Their map pool is impeccable.
Yeah, I mean, they are playing everything under the sun.
5 maps in the pool now. They look immaculate on. We haven't seen their split and their perma-banning Haven. They used to be amazing on split too, by the way. What is this team?
And it's just trying to punish now. Anything to get that second round. Desperation, listen. Sometimes makes the most of it in rounds and moments like that. So 2 players fall.
And the spike.
Yeah, rifles in their hands on top of that. So,
But everyone's left Noswell.
Noswell's just alone there holding that angle. I mean, okay.
But this is the problem. Leviathan have gone so aggressive at the beginning of the round, pushing out Arcade, that they've given up information everywhere else, and they have no idea where Na'Vi could be. Maybe that's why they're not going for plays like this on the rifle rounds. It's only been 2 eco rounds where they've decided to push aggro out through halls, out through Arcade. It's actually getting picks. maybe they can still convert this one. They have no idea whether Na'Vi have got the spike back, though.
Yeah, they give up that space, most likely because of those Viper walls cutting across some of the sight lines, but there we go. Spike is going to be retrieved. King solo, jiggle peek. He does spot the players. It's going to cause that wall to go up, and guess who's close? Proximity. Taco Leah can't quite claim the shot, but King, good for the trade. Sugetsu, though, already making his moves, and he noted there's a player ready and waiting. It's King. Just not enough to do it. Still, the snake bite will bring Zippin down.
Ладно, поднимут, естественно.
Still,
Будут они тащить.
Shy is miles away. Spike in
Два в
their hands
одного,
with 11
нахуй.
seconds left. Flash play. Na'Vi going to be feeling the pressure here. They have to plan
Хватит
this.
поставить, блядь.
And it's a risk.
Да,
It's a risk,
шут.
obviously. Shy could be Canteen, could
Нет,
be
на руках.
Generator. But he is not.
Тревога бота,
Now they have a
гранату
pretty
и...
good idea.
Dodging the side of it though. Flash wasn't too good. Viper's Pit in play. It's going to make
Красавчик,
the task for Shy that
красавчик.
much harder.
Спец уже там
Try and make this one
раскидался.
a possibility to fast
Но
rotation
зря.
all the way around, though, and time is of the essence. Not just because it's ticking down, but the decay damage as well.
Видит турельку, но
See
турелька
anything,
его не
Shy
видит.
brought down to one health, he's just
О!
watching wrong avenue.
Как жестко, а что же
Every
турелька-то не
moment, every
сработала?
50-50,
А
every
турелька,
play
наверное, не
going the way
видит.
of Na'Vi.
Турелька, наверное, не видит
Absolutely
в ульте.
immaculate here, 9-1. Even if Leviathan win the next two,
Бля,
and the
Сугетсу
pistol
красавчик
and the
переиграл
bonus, it's still
просто.
not looking like an even match. And that's one hell of a task. I love how aggressive Sugetsu is out through B main, working off the rest of that info. And Zipan forced to bow before King, but not for very long. Brought back up and allows Sugetsu to win the round. It's reactive plays working off the comms of the rest of the team.
Да не расстраивайтесь, ребят, все в порядке, блядь. Все четко.
Just dominating from Na'Vi.
Leviathan are trying to get aggressive here in halls, 3 players, but Na'Vi are happy to give. They use the clock as a resource.
And again, the first kill goes the way of CNED.
Just a reaction from the opposite side of the map once more. It is so diligent, so good from Na'Vi.
Showstopper did go wide, but these players are starting to feel it. Oh my goodness, the rocket attack. Aaliyah can't even claim a kill off of it. They want to hold on to this space, but Na'Vi have got all of it into horse. 3 players in sand to try and contest this one. Smoke blocking one avenue to spray down from Angel, wins the fight out, and it's Na'Vi again who do respond once more.
О, ребята, красавцы, блядь. Не, ну обосрали, пиздец, 10-1. У Левиатан что-то вообще слабые. Нашим типам дают каких-то слабых, хотя Team Secret обыграли, блядь, Team Liquid, нахуй. Пусть знает вообще.
And instead, it feels like the same story again. Fall into the gatekeepers, looking super promising, looking like one of the best teams in the tournament until suddenly they don't.
And the dreams get shattered. Final round of the first half. But it's looking all but done. Takalia, it's desperation, isn't it, once more?
But Na'Vi have so many different looks. They've never been that aggressive in halls at that point in the round, and suddenly they are so prepped.
Ult ready and waiting for Nosworth. Wants to try and make a play of it, but look at Na'Vi again, man. I mean, the fast play in halls, and they just cut noise.
Angel's calls are so dynamic. It doesn't matter what you see from Na'Vi. They could be doing anything. Sometimes they'll hit off the back of that. Sometimes they'll back away. Sometimes they'll cut noise re-hit. It is impossible to tell from your perspective playing against them.
Nade at the back of King. Doesn't see a thing with the paranoia. The double satchel over the top. Oh, well, okay. Bit of a Viper difference. Rolling Thunder now, pushing forwards, but that's not the weapon for the job. None of those angles. And they're just being caught unaware. Still Mazzino makes the most of this one. The lockdown, CNED. Well, you're going to be detained, son. Pushing a little bit too far forwards there, but...
Do they have any idea where he is,
Do they dare even hunt for him? Exactly. Because already, that's going to be fading away. And Nosworth doesn't even catch the corner. Half clearance at best.
And CNED detained still gets the kill.
Insanity, man. Insanity. In the midst of all of that, the clock running down and Na'Vi get the plant.
If that isn't a microcosm of the entire map so far, I don't know what is. just sums up everything that's been going wrong for Leviathan. Na'Vi getting away with anything they like.
And it will have to be the ace for Mazzino to get the second round on the board. He claims the third. What more can he really do? Util flying in his face, snakebite. A little bit wide there, desperation, isn't it? Word of the day. When you're watching a map like this, 11-1 is that scoreline from Na'Vi. Sheer dominance. And they are just looking absolutely untested on this map. And guess what? For this halftime, we'll change things up a little bit more. Doug is down on the floor with a special guest.
Thank you, Brent. Yeah, I'm here standing by with Suga here, and there's a lot to talk about. Suga, primero de todo, a ver, que se ve mala la cosa, se ve muy fea, pero ¿qué opinas tú del partido?
La realidad es que Leviatán viene haciendo un lindo trabajo en este lock-in, pero obviamente este partido sabíamos que iba a ser difícil.
Muy difícil.
Y Navi creo que es uno de los equipos más fuertes de todo este evento y del mundo probablemente.
Sí,
Así que creo que se ve difícil. Los chicos ya han tenido complicaciones frente a este mismo core cuando solía ser FanPlus Phoenix y han tenido dificultades. Hoy se están viendo ante esta adversidad, pero de todas formas creo que en el Ascent lo hicieron mucho mejor. Acá llegaron ya con ese bajón anímico quizás después del 5K de Yao en ese Ascent, que lo vienen arrastrando todavía.
I mean, ¿qué hace? Right? ¿Qué hacen con una pela así? She says it looks rough. Unfortunately, like they've looked really good in this lock-in tournament up until this point, but it just kind of seems like they've run out of gas, and they've struggled against this core before, right? And then with Xiao's 5K, what do you really do? Todavía tenemos tiempo para una más pregunta. En tu opinión, hemos hablado de Navi, pero ¿quién crees tú que es el equipo más mejor del torneo?
Navi, sin duda, y también creo que Loud perfila probablemente para campeonar aquí de local, que estaría interesante. Si es que Leviatán no logra tomar esta oportunidad en el cambio de lados, creo que Loud es claramente un favorito.
So I asked her essentially, you know, we've talked about Navi, but who does she think is the best team here at the tournament? And yes, we've talked about Navi, but Loud also looks incredible. Unless Leviatán can do something here at halftime to try to change the tides, it really just seems like it's going to be Navi all the way. Muchas gracias, un placer hablar contigo. We are going to throw it back to the casters to get us back into this highly anticipated second half. Bren, Sideshow, take it away.
Highly anticipated, maybe if you're a Na'Vi fan, I think, because they are running away with it, honestly. One of the favorites coming into this event, Leviatán, they were not shying away from the gusto, you know, saying how good they were doing in scrims, you know, this is their time to strike, and all signs were pointing towards it until now.
And Na'Vi, the dominance that they have showcased in this tournament so far, I thought this was going to be a blockbuster match, two heavyweights, and Na'Vi have dismissed one of the top contenders from the Omega bracket. If they can do this here, what can't they do? A Na'Vi on for the second trophy? We have never seen a team lift 2 trophies in Valorant. I'm getting that feeling from this squad.
Of course, don't forget about the other contenders on the other side of the bracket. Loud still in it, but...
Loud, DRX, you know, Fnatic, 100 Thieves, these are all big hitters. But I would have said the same for Leviatán. And look what Na'Vi are doing to them. It's not even fair.
They look so ready. So, taking up all that space now. King not messing around, moves forwards, and he's just running straight through the snakebite, hoping for any sort of timing there. Mazzino,
блядь,
2
тут
shots
творят. Тут
from the clip.
творят.
Enough with the classic, but Sugetsu is that final boss, holding it down. The last layer of defense, and the spike drop down into tower. Triple repush, Shy with everything to do here. Takes his time with
Ох,
it.
Шай.
He's rewarded with the 2 kills, so maybe winnable
Какой же
though.
ты
Still,
Шай,
Taco
блядь.
put in such a hard position. First one's found, but does he anticipate this? Sugetsu, the reposition, moves to one side. No utility to his name. Still crosshair placement is good for it, and okay. A pistol round claim for Leviatán, and it's a Red Bull clutch.
The barest breath of life for Leviatán, but at least they've picked up 1 out of 4 of the pistols in this series. I think it made a massive difference on Ascent. I don't think the same can be said here on Fracture, can it? Unless we're going to see both of these teams be absurdly attackers-sided, but I think those kind of tales, they're only in stories. It would be an absolute fairy tale, dream come true if Leviathan were able to mount a comeback of this kind of magnitude.
Yeah,
Na'Vi are so firmly in control. And you heard the Des talk about it, this one-way in Halls, it's not actually dead, but it's not as good as it used to be before. And that's why we weren't expecting Omen to be run,
Oh my goodness.
but it's not even going to be challenged. Na'Vi, Angel looking like he's found the fountain of youth once more.
And this is just the Sheriff buys to add a bit more danger into a round that otherwise should have been easy taking for Leviathan. It's forced them to slow down for about a moment. Got to wait for that util to fade.
It would be almost poetic.
Sugetsu!
It would be
Oh no!
almost poetic if Na'Vi were able to win this
Охуеть.
one.
The players are scrambling. Doubled up here. Flash around the corner. A lot of damage being done, and they have just collapsed onto them.
Ну, блядь, это ГГ, все.
Oh my word.
The mechanics from Na'Vi, impeccable. The way they fight together, unbelievable. And their utility pressure, way too much for Leviathan. Na'Vi will spot him a pistol, but that's all they're getting here.
Seems like it. No more buffer room. No more room for error at all. It's one round, that's all that stands between Na'Vi taking it in two and looking like one of the dominant favourites, heading deeper and deeper into the Sao Paulo lock-in tournament.
They're the South American Slayers, aren't they? They just seem to run into and knock out Crew, Leviathan every time we have a big tournament like this.
Да, я стримлю сейчас. И...
The read that Doombros and Angel have is just too powerful.
Credit to the rest of the coaching staff as well on Na'Vi.
Absolutely.
Spike's going to be dropped down onto the north side.
А вон вебка светится, видишь?
Of course, no other option other than to force up into this one, but you've
Ладно.
already lost a player,
Смотри.
King falling.
Yeah,
Пусть
King
как
had to be
хочешь.
so far out because of that.
Ох ты, у тебя пижама нихуя себе какая! А покажись!
Great here on the raise too.
А
Not
покажись!
required to put on his best game, but he's been consistently good, and that's another part to the puzzle, right? We were wondering, we had questions about that.
Yeah.
And CNED has just answered them here.
So an exchange there of the IGLs in this round as Angel and King have fallen to get to the smoke deep. Mizzino's playing inside of this one. Nade into the back, that's going to be pushing him forwards. Mizzino trying to take the space and a bit of running gunning. Why not? Does the job at the end of the day. Still, fight's not done yet. Job's not finished. Oh, the lockdown nade has pushed them straight into Zipan. And if there was any hope in hell of trying to claim this round, it might have just been finished. Locking it away, it's got to be Takulia for any hope of continuing in this tournament. And he just opens himself up wide across a placement not ideal, paranoia. And he can feel it. No chance in hell. It's Na'Vi taking it 13-3.
Insane performance
Блять,
from
Нави
Na'Vi.
сделали
A
все,
statement
что
match.
нужно.
They came out here and slapped Leviathan around on map 2 after beating them on their home turf of Ascent. You couldn't make more of a statement to showcase that Na'Vi are on their hunt for a second trophy.
This is a team that is not worried at all about showcasing strategies, different looks on different maps. They've come into this tournament with a different level of confidence. Almost like their goal primarily hasn't even been to get that trophy. It's just been, listen, show everybody how scary we really are. We want to take the challenge. We want to give people opportunities to counter Stratus.
And I love watching this team. Leviathan impressed me so much with what they showed earlier on in the tournament. And I'm going to be highly anticipating their matches in the Americas League when they challenge teams like their South American rivals, Loud, and big, heavy hitters like NRG from the North American side of things. But frankly, today they were outclassed. And I think that there's still clearly more to do for this Leviathan squad if they want to be a title contender. Na'Vi just showed them the gap between where Leviathan are at and what you need to lift the trophy. My word, impeccable perfection from Na'Vi today.
A few more steps, of course, until that trophy does get lifted. But for today, it is Na'Vi who reign supreme, dethroning King, knocking him out of the tournament. They are going to be moving one step closer, of course.
And I think the teams that are playing later on today have got to be scared of this. I know that, you know, you've got another EMEA super team on the other side of the bracket and North America's last hope. but Na'Vi have taken every team and ground them into dust. Shao's barely died.
Yeah.
There are some players that might have died more in one series than he has the entire tournament so far. I mean, don't hold me to that, but I feel like it could be true.
This Na'Vi squad is just showcased over and over again now that it doesn't matter how many levels to their play you take away. You know, you remove Angel, he's often the first death, not that it matters too much. CNED, whatever, it doesn't matter. Listen, they've got those heavy hitters waiting at the sidelines, at the back, right behind them, ready to trade. Tagetsu, Shao, Zipan, it doesn't matter.
I also think you've got to give credit to Angel because he hasn't let his team down in any of these moments. The calls have been outstandingly good. His control over the team is wonderful too. The way that he's molded CNED over the last 4 months into being much more of a disciplined player that still has the flair. And then Na'Vi have got all the individual fragging from everybody, including Angel. He's out there popping heads against some of the scariest players in the world.
Yeah, found some
Ну, Нави,
serious
красавцы,
firepower.
чё ебать?
That's what's gonna be waiting.
Чё разъебали, блядь?
Some of our
Чу!
second series of the day as well, because they've got
нахуй.
that to look forward to.
I thought we were going to be witness to an all-time matchup here today, and instead, wow, Na'Vi just put on a clinic.
Yeah, and I'm not even mad, honestly,
No,
as well. I
you
think
can't be mad.
honestly, you could walk away from this being like, man, why didn't we get the 3 mappers? Why didn't we get the banger that was promised? But
Didn't want it.
Listen, that Na'Vi squad looked too damn clean. The match MVP below, you can vote for that one, of course. Shao, Sagetsu, Angel, a lot of options available. And honestly, who do you even go for there? It's across the board, just parity on this team. Parity in bounds. But that's going to do it for the first series of the day. But as I said before, we do have one more match ready and waiting on the other side of this one. And you're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be an absolute banger. So we'll see you just after this.
Ой, котик смотрит Valorant, нихуя себе. Ладно.